Good morning. This is John from the Springs Mennonite Church. I'm happy to visit with you today. I'm glad you're visiting with me. I hope I can say some things that will touch your heart and help you to see Jesus in a new way, in a fresher way, maybe even a better way. The words I'd like to share this morning come out of Proverbs, chapter 17, and verses 23 and 24. Here's what it says. From a wise mind comes wise speech. The words of the wise are persuasive. Kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body. Well, think about that for a minute. I don't know what your goal in life is. I don't know if you've met your goal in life. I haven't. I've been working at it for quite a while. But my goal in life is to be wise, to be caring and compassionate, and to do whatever I can to help others find Jesus in their lives, as I did. But wisdom doesn't come from pressure. In our day today, we have a lot of people who are trying to tell everybody what to do. And here in the United States, we have this long tradition of individual freedom. And that's good. I like that. But sometimes my individual freedom impinges on your freedom, and then that's not good. And I guess there are times when I don't mind infringing on yours, but I don't want you infringing on mine. And we just sort of get all complicated about that stuff. But it says here that wisdom comes from wise speech. And then the next one talks about good words are like honey. You see the connection there? It's what comes out of our mouth that really makes a difference. When I grew up, there was this little, I don't know what you call it, proverb. Probably you heard it too. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I remember kids saying that on the playground. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. But that's got to be one of the dumbest things that's ever been said. Oh yeah, sticks and stones will break your bones. There's no doubt about that. But words will kill you. And you and I are in control of the words we utter. Now I know it says in another place that no one can tame the tongue. But you and I get to decide what we're going to say. And the wise person listens. I heard somewhere somebody say, there's a reason why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. And that's because we ought to listen twice as much as we speak. Well, I don't know about that one, but it sort of leans in the right direction. It says here, wise minds come with wise words. And when they're wise, they're pervasive. I've been in a lot of situations in decision-making time. And somehow we, the group I was with, had to make a conclusion. And many times, the person I least expected came up with what I'll call the right answer. Came up with the idea that this really is what has to be done. Now, I'd like to be that person. Not for some egotistical way, not so people can say, oh, look at him. But because I'd like to be the mouthpiece for the wisdom of God. Now, like the Bible says, you can't always control your tongue, and I'm no exception. I have the same frustrations that you have. I have the same, as they say, transgressions that many of you have. I am far from perfect. And if you don't believe that, just ask my wife. She'll tell you. And if she doesn't, my kids certainly will. But it says here that a wise man gives wise words. And then it says, kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body. How many times have you heard unkind words? I have this week. One of the things in my office I find is that a lot of people come in and want to talk. Sometimes it's almost impossible to get anything else done because they want to drop in, and that's fine. I don't mind. I'll stop what I'm doing and listen. I've been doing that a long time, and I know eventually what I needed to get done will get done. But I've heard some people this week that were very unkind words. And I always try to gently challenge them and say, well, you sure you want to say that? Now, I'd like to tell you everybody said, oh yeah, I was wrong, but they don't. Maybe some do, but not necessarily in my presence. But the point is that kind words soothe the soul. And we know that harsh words increases blood pressure, which physiologically we know is bad for you. High blood pressure is a killer. And why would you want to use unkind words and lose control and end up helping to kill yourself? It doesn't make any sense. I watch a football game sometime on Saturday, and I watch the coaches, and my goodness, the way they respond, you would think that this was a life or death experience. But it isn't. It's a game. Now, granted, people are getting paid for it, but it's not life or death. I don't know how some of these coaches don't have heart attacks. And of course, a lot of them do. So in your life, are you more inclined to kind words and wisdom or to something else? I don't know. I can't judge for you. But I can tell you that the word is clear here. You want to help people? You want to be known as wise? Then use the right words. Well, I hope you'll think about that today. And I hope that if you have any needs or concerns that we might be able to help with, give us a call. Send us a note. We're on Facebook. Make a comment there or a question or something. And we'll do whatever we can as fast as we can to help meet your need. Well, thank you again for listening. Hope to see you tomorrow. Until then, God bless you. I'll talk to you later.